Welcome back to another video, guys. We just did 5 things I love about my Patriot 850, and now we're gonna do 5 things I hate about it. This was a very hard list to do. I had to nitpick and sit there and really think about 5 things I really don't like about this sled. It was actually super tough, and I did come up with 5, but it was very nitpicking and it was super tough for me to do. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1 on my list is going to be very obvious. If you guys watch any of my 850 videos, it's gonna be the bogging issue. I had a bogging issue that was very common on these 850s, and it really, it just put a bad taste in my mouth for this sled at first. It was my first trip to the UP with my friends, the boys, and I was so excited to rip the sled, ride it, and have a great time on it. And as soon as we got off trail into the backcountry, the inevitable bog came out, and every time I pinned it, it would bog. I was getting stuck because I'd bog. I couldn't make it up hills because I'd bog. Carving was tougher because I couldn't pin it and whip it around, it'd bog. So after getting ECU reflash and all that, the bogging, 85% of it went away. But before that, the bogging issue really pissed me off and really made me not like this sled. But once it was all cleared up, everything is all good. But number 1 is definitely gonna be that bog. Number 2 on my list is going to be more focused towards flatland riders that don't ride these RMKs out in the mountains. Is going to be not the option to have the clutch weights you need from the factory. So I was playing around with Skidoo's SnowCheck little configurator thing, and you could choose high and low elevation clutching on yours from the factory, whereas the Polaris's, I didn't have that option. When I got my sled, it came with the high elevation clutching for the mountains, and I had to pay extra to get clutch weights and get those swapped out to the low elevation. So that's just something nice I wish players would include on their SnowChecks, is clutching for your sleds. Because Skidoo doesn't, I think it's a nice touch, so you don't have to pay extra on top of the 15, 16 grand you already spent on the sled to get your clutches changed. It'd just be a little convenience thing for me too, especially us flatlanders that ride our RMKs where they're not supposed to be ridden. It'd be kind of cool if they did that. Not a big deal, but it's just something that bothered me a little bit, so that's number 2 on my list. Number 3, I don't know if it's just me or what. I've had 4 RMKs in the past, and I feel like the 850 pulls super damn hard in mid-range, but its low range, like its low end torque, isn't as powerful as the old 800. I had a 13 and a 14 800 Pro, and I feel like the low end torque on these sleds isn't as good as the old 800, but the mid-range blows the old 800 out of the water. I don't know if it's my motor a little bit different, something's wrong with it, my experience, or just me just thinking that for some reason, but I feel like the old 1314s had more low end and was able to get the front end up a little bit easier, where the 850 takes a little bit longer to get the front end up, and it doesn't pop up as much as my older sleds did. So I don't know if, again, that's me just being stupid and thinking that, or if it's true that these have less low end torque, but that's gonna be number 3 on my list. Number 4, this is more just something else that I wish they did on these 850s, more so than something I hate about the sled. Like I said, this is very nitpick. So number 4 is gonna be the Pro RMKs don't have adjustable limiter straps. The RMKs are set up more so they can get out of the deep stuff without trenching, whereas I wanted to have my sleds set up to do more wheelies, pop more wheelies, ride them uphill, ride them on flat ground, whatever. I know some Skidoos have adjustable limiter straps. I wish Polaris put adjustable limiter straps on the sled. I knew the new Chaos has something different with the limiter straps where it allows the front end to come up a little bit more. So I've been considering looking at a Chaos for next season. I'm not too sure yet. We still got time to think about that. But I wish that they had adjustable limiter straps on the Pro RMKs, especially the 850s. I think it'd make a big difference in the front end, coming up, the poppability of the front end, I guess you'd call it. But that's number 4 on my list. Number 5 is an issue I had that, first of all, I don't even know how I had this issue or how this happened, but I noticed it when I was looking at my sled when we were up north like a month ago, is my tunnel bent. Not like completely bent up, but I have on the rail, my tunnel, the side rail, like that little lip, I have bends in my tunnel. I have one on each side, and I did roll it down a hill once, but there was a lot of snow on the hill. There was probably 3 or 4 feet of just fluff snow on the hill, so I don't think it happened doing that. Could have happened doing a wheelie when I stood it up. It could have just bent it a little bit, but I'm slightly disappointed in the build quality of the tunnel. I might need some support rails or something there, some tunnel braces, because my tunnel already has a little bit of a bend in it, and I'm not too big on that. I just spent a bunch of money on the sled, and I don't like the idea of my tunnel bending already within my first year of owning it. But that's just something slight. I could take channel locks and like a towel and just bend it back, make it flat again. But I feel like the build quality in the tunnel is a little weak because I do have bends in it already. But, or I mean, it could just be me riding it that caused it to bend. But I do wish that the build quality is a little bit better on that tunnel, because I don't think it should bend that easy. But I don't know, I'm not too sure. I don't build these sleds. I'm no pro on this. I'm not a pro on sleds. I just make videos on them and ride them. But my tunnel does have a bend, so that's number 5 on my list. All right, yo, that is gonna wrap up today's video. 5 things I hate about my Polaris Patriot 850. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and just kind of got a little more insight on the 850. If you guys did enjoy today's video, I want you to smash a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you don't like about your sled you're riding. I don't care what it is, Polaris, Yamaha, Arctic Cat, Skidoo, I don't care. Just comment down below one thing you don't like about your sled. And if you guys are new here, been watching for a while, you guys know the drill. Hit that subscribe button to help me out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Riding with the top down, yeah. I'm with my shorty, she gon' drop down, yeah. I'm on a high, I'm feeling way up, yeah. I'm in that new fit looking laced up, yeah.